everyone, this is Yael from Yael Alchemy, and I'm here with your weekly Twin Flame reading for the week of April 10 to April 16. And this week we have a full moon on the 11th, the pink moon. It's called the pink moon, and it's also Holy Week for those who are Catholic. Okay, and so I don't know, how have you guys been this week, the past week? It seems like a lot of 3D energies have been coming at us, and this is all part of it, you know, part of, I wouldn't say it's a test, but it's trying to see how stable we are in 5D. Just get over those little humps, little obstacles, while still keeping our vibrations high. Anyway, let's look at this week's reading. I think it's going to be a little bit different because I was asked to use these cards, and these are, usually I use these cards for galactic heritage readings. Okay, so we'll see what it says later on. I haven't offered that on my website yet, but this has to do, these cards tell you about how other species, your intergalactic heritage, how their energies, their consciousness affects you in your daily life. And because sometimes you carry that karma and it's playing out, so that gets shown out in the reading. And I'll be having that soon also. But anyway, I was asked to use these cards. I don't know why. I was surprised myself. So let's see what the messages are, okay? So for those who are new to the channel, welcome. And for everyone else, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, and for leaving comments. You know, I don't usually comment because I lack time, but I do read each and every one of your comments, and I really, really appreciate it. So keep them coming. Every time, sometimes I wish that I could reply telepathically to you and that you get it, because I do. I often reply in my head. And I hope you get it. Okay? Anyway, let's start. This is the side of the divine masculine, and this is the side of the divine feminine. First card for the divine masculine, we have the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands here, it talks about, you see this mother, she's holding a child. Well, it's like a child in a pod. Okay? And what this is saying is that, remember, for a long time now, the masculine has been, the divine masculine has been sort of negotiating this new beginning. And he's still in the process of nurturing it. You see, this baby, which represents, it's like the new and improved divine masculine, okay? It's still helpless. It still can't move on its own yet. But it's being nurtured. See, here we have this big wand and this forest goddess will use that big wand to light up the entire forest. So there, you see, it's still being nurtured by the divine masculine. And here, the next card we have for him is the Hanged Man. So, again, while this is, he's still gaining strength, being nurtured, making sure, because, you know, when babies are born, not, they can't see right away, they still don't have teeth, they, you know how babies are. So it requires a little bit of time. They can't just, you don't give birth and then you have a baby that walks right away and talks and, knows the alphabet. It needs time. So that's what these two cards are saying. That's why this man is still in suspension while this new version, new and improved version of the Divine Masculine is still being nurtured. Okay? And this is also, okay, so being nurtured also with the help of the assistance of the Divine Feminine. That's very important. And the next card that we have is the Knight of Swords. And here, see, here, this is moving forward, okay? His new, it's like before his debut, he still hasn't made his public appearance as a new and improved Divine Masculine. But in this card, though, is moving forward with what those concepts, those things which he believes is his new found truth, which resonates with him. He's moving forward with it. Look at this knight. The horse is moving. So this is a very fast energy. It's like getting one of those very fast downloads when you meditate, and sometimes you have to ask Spirit to slow it down. Sometimes I get those. You know, when I close my eyes and I just begin to meditate, it's like, I don't know, I'm on psychedelics or something, because it's just there. It's very fast. And you get images, you get lights. This is happening for a Divine Masculine. The Divine Feminine has already laid the groundwork for him, for their Divine Masculines to be in this place, wherein he understands the concepts already, even on a very intuitive level, because it's like light language. Your soul knows it, but sometimes you really cannot translate light language word for word. Okay? So there, this is a moving forward energy, going forward with this truth. But in the process of doing so, see, our Divine Masculines, they're having a very tough time. Again, because it's like resistance is futile at this point. They know that the old ways of living, the old ways, they can't unknow what they now know. That's why they're going forward with it. Especially when there are a lot of awakened twins, whether they be Divine Feminine twins or Divine Masculine twins, that are anchoring the energies more. It's like, the more that the twins evolve, okay, it's very contagious. It's almost like, it's like viral, okay. I wouldn't say airborne, but you pull, it's like a magnet. You pull other twins to awaken, and when you have that force inside you, the others cannot help but get affected, influenced by that energy that you are emitting. Okay? But in the process, when it comes to the Divine Masculine, like I said, resistance is futile. He knows he's got to move forward. There's no way of unknowing what he now knows to be true. And that's why there is this. There is the Three of Swords. Again, the heartache, the separation of knowing you have to leave something behind. And this week, because it's not just going to end like for this week, other weeks, this is the theme. Okay? That's why some of the divine feminines actually feel the hardships that their beloved counterparts are going through. And I get this from why my clients are asking this and that question. They feel it. You can sense when you're divine masculine, your twin is having a difficult time extracting himself from the old situation. So continue to support him. The thing is, he's doing it. He's going forward, okay? And before I open this card, let me go to the, I forgot to read the energies surrounding this reading, okay? So here we have the King of Cups, and the King of Cups, again, he brings unconditional love. So that's very good. And here, the Queen of Pentacles, doing things in the practical. So here we have unconditional love translated into practical matters. And oh, I see here, we see the upcoming full moon affecting both twins, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And the full moon right now is actually between Spica and Jupiter, and that's extremely lucky because usually that presents a very rare opportunity. This is good fortune, luck, abundance. So I don't know how that's going to play out for you. There are too many energies. Sometimes, you know, we read astrology, what's going to happen to you in the full moon and all that. But remember that there are various things, various factors affecting, especially where you are on the journey, what you've done so far, and that is also what the full moon brings, that you will get the harvest if you've put the work in. Okay, so anyway, that's just a reminder, full moon. And then we have the Queen of Swords again, moving forward, very brave. Again, this is a very brave energy because we're reading energy here. Queen of Swords. Doesn't matter that she's a woman, she's going on the battlefield. She's there. And we can see our divine masculine here. He's moving forward. Even if her sword gets bloodied, just like him, she will do it with love, with understanding, but very disciplined, very even stern to a point, because it's what's needed to be done, okay? So let's go to this mystery cards. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, we have 98. It's a paradox, okay? So, and what this means is that, wait, let me explain this later. Okay, I'll get back to this because I forgot to pick clarifying cards for the divine masculine so that we can better understand where he's at or where he's going to be for the coming week. Okay, okay, wait, just one more shuffle there. Okay, for the Ace of Wands. Okay, this is chance. This is taking a chance at this new beginning that he's nurturing. Okay, For the Hanged Man, okay. So what is giving him support while he's in suspension here? Here, friendship, amity. So if you're in contact with your divine masculine, even if he's in 3D, if he's taciturn, seemingly volatile, or you know, wishy-washy, the way he relates to you right now, it's because he's going through something. Remember, he's birthing, he's nurturing, he's still evolving from within. And the way to support him is to give him friendship. That is in 3D, okay? So just offer friendship. Don't become an emotional barometer that if you're divine masculine, because remember, this is fixed energy and volatile energy. And the energy that, remember, the volatile energy, the fixed energy, the more stable energy swallows up the unstable energy. You can't have, if your divine masculine is an unstable energy, because he's getting really affected by all these energies, these upgrades, these proddings by the universe to create something new of himself, to bring himself into union. If you're as unstable as he is, if you react to whatever he says, then there are two unstable energies and nothing will get created. That is why it is highly advised from this, well actually, from the April 4 activation until Beltane, which is May 1st, to do what you can to stabilize in 5D because your union depends on it. Okay, and later on in the reading, well, for those who are challenged in that, in stabilizing in 5D, I have the twin flame, fast track to twin flame union activations being offered up on the website now. So check that out, okay? So anyway, so this is saying that while he's in suspension, just offer friendship. Offer friendship, offer support, be there, don't be pushy. Remember, be the stable energy if he's unstable because he's going through all this. For the Nine of Swords, okay, see? Again, what I said, sometimes I say it before and then they just repeat it. Because this is support. So while he's going forward, moving forward, he's going to need the support from the Divine Feminine. And for the Three of Swords, okay. Okay, this is happiness. And this is very apropos because this is what this card is talking about. Here, you see, it seems ironic, unless he's a masochist, because in his pain he finds happiness. But that's what this card is talking about, that the divine masculine should be able to master during this period. Okay, I'm not just talking about this week. You know, you can't put mastery like a time clock for oh, is the bread ready? Is your cake ready? Can I take it out of the oven? It's not like that. Okay, because here we have paradox, and in this card we are tapping to the consciousness of the zeta reticuli, okay, in the future. The zeta reticuli sometimes, well, well, I won't delve into that. Because if I say grace, they are grace because they were once a species in crisis. But we help them evolve, and that's a whole other story. But in any case, they evolved, their species evolved from getting into crisis, into separation, polarity. But this is a stage in their galactic history. Well, because it's all happening at the same time. That's why it's kind of difficult to have these cards. This is one of the most difficult cards in this deck to interpret because it is not linked to any one timeline. That's why it's the future. But this consciousness, it's nearing mastery because the Zetas, they realized that things were not one or the other. You go from polarity to unity. And what this is saying is that this is something that divine masculines have to understand and really absorb. That in their quest, see, this is what's giving them the most pain. That it's either this or that. If I leave this, then I can't have that. It's like volume. That one thing will be displaced. But here, when you get into the higher levels of consciousness, you realize that the black contains the white, and the white contains the black. It's not one or the other, but both can coexist at the same time. And this is not easily understood in 3D terms because we always look at it as if he's not with me, then he's with another. If I'm not with her, then I'm with another. This has to be reconciled. And our divine masculines, some of them are having difficulty with this. It's like if they are with their karmics, if I'm not so-and-so's husband, if I'm so-and-so's husband and I leave, then you get what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to understand, but this is the consciousness of both. It's a dichotomy that it is and it isn't. And you have to understand that it's both. It's like if you're a highly evolved twin, are you saying that you can't get mad because you're always going to be giving off positive vibrations? No. Even the ascended masters, even Kali, even Jesus Christ, because it's Holy Week next week. They're all of it. The good, the kind, it's everything. And our divine masculines need to understand that it's not either or. You don't miss out, if you, it's everything. Okay, so let's go to the divine feminines. The first card we have for her is the Six of Swords. And here, you see, can you see there? There's this village and it's on fire. And this woman is trying to escape it by going on her balloon and going someplace else. Well, someplace better than this burning village. And that's basically, this is the energy that I was talking about, wherein it's like in 3D, there are a lot of things coming to a head, but that's needed. Even in my country, there's been 2 earthquakes this week. Things are shifting, things are changing. But the divine feminines, they know how to go higher, to rise above it. Just like this woman in her balloon, to rise above it with the thoughts, with the learnings that she's had on this journey, to actually not get affected by the flames. Remember, again, it's like, you know how those Kung Fu masters, they can withstand pain, and this very practical application, okay? They can walk on coals because they get into a higher state, actually, kind of a trance, wherein their physical body can withstand it. They don't feel it the way other people, because they have elevated consciousness. I saw a video this week of this man who used chi, the same energy used in Reiki, okay? And he could put animals to sleep. Anyway, I don't know why I mentioned that. But I'm going to try it on my dogs, but usually they go to sleep pretty fast without me doing that. But that's it. Elevate, higher consciousness. Next card we have for the Divine Feminines is the Five of Swords. And in this card, here, this is a foreigner that's come into the village. And he's kind of hostile to the others, and he's taken their swords. I don't know how that relates to the Divine Feminine now. I think okay, so what this is saying is that, look, you go into higher consciousness sometimes, if it's foreign territory, meaning that if it's a new, let's say, school of thought. And I got this a lot last week. A lot of people write me asking me what my opinion is on this and that and that. Of course, yes, I do have an opinion, except that I don't have time to write it down. Even if you visited my Facebook page, I haven't maintained it in a while, because, as I said, 3D energies are coming up, and, you know, it's like all at the same time. So when that happens, it's like putting out fires. You have to prioritize. And one of these days, but I do have an opinion on all those. Maybe I'll sit down when I don't have anything to do. It's been so long since that happened, but everything has been a blessing. Okay, I'm embarking on this other thing. And Spirit's asking me now, I don't even have time to sleep. Okay, but it's all good. So here, you're going to encounter, when you go into foreign territory, okay, something new on this journey. Look, this is saying that secretly you're just going to take the learnings, that school of thought, that particular idea that resonates with you, because this is, I don't know, let's pick clarifying cards for this, okay? Because that's a very, this is a gloating energy. So maybe because, you know, I don't know how to say this, but because you are awakened, and all that, this is sort of gloating that you don't get affected the way your other unawakened 3D friends get affected by whatever's that's happening around them. This is a, see, I told you to work on yourself. So it's kind of a gloating energy here. Anyway, let's look at that more at that later. And here, see, we have the Empress. And this is the Divine Feminine. This is really in line with what we're supposed to do until Beltane, which is really embody the Divine Feminine within us. And this is it. You see here, the Divine Feminine, she's been able to heal herself. You see, under the cloak, some healing had to occur. And here, that's within. Before she was able to transform herself. You see the violet cloak there, which is the cloak. It's like the cloak of the violet flame to transform her. And because of this healing, and you see also, you see her blue crown there, her blue hat, and the gold. That's like, this is the protection of Archangel Michael. So while all this was going on to make the Divine Feminine take her rightful place as a divine goddess, okay, she's been under the protection of the Ascended Masters, the Archangels, your spirit guides, and your higher self. And see here, she has this wonderful budding rose there with a diamond at its tip. And here, this rose is colored, well, I think it's a tulip. It's colored orange, which signifies pleasure. She's able now to take pleasure in her life, in her being, in who she is. And there's a diamond there, indicative of the diamond codes that have been anchored and are activated within the twins, especially the Divine Feminine, and she's here now. And the last card, okay, very good. We have the Emperor. So this is the Divine Feminine coming into balance. Here, she's done her work within, but now it's time for her to do the work externally, to make it manifest externally. And that's why here we are being told to organize our lives, organize the things, put them in the rightful place, make them as productive as possible, so that there is synergy between all areas of your life. And that's what the Divine Feminine is doing, and that's very good. So let's look at clarifying cards. Okay. See here. This is the accident card, okay? But this is the crumbling down of structures, old beliefs that here, because of divine intervention, you can see the lightning there. And she's escaping that. Like I said, this is representative of the energies right now. It's like 3D is coming at a very, very fast pace. It's like, what? What is that? So anyway, see here, that's just saying that's what she's escaping, that burning village there. She's rising above it, literally. And for the... Okay, I get this energy now. Because this is love, okay? This is the energy of love. And that's why some feminines, this, like I said, this is a gloating energy. And this is the same energy of the Cheshire Cat. It's like having a secret and being so smug and pleased. You have the secret that not everybody understands, not everybody knows, but still it gives you happiness. Look, this, I don't know, I wouldn't say person, this creature, He really doesn't care. He's in a new land. Nobody understands him. Everything, he is a foreigner to them. So this is maybe your friends, your coworkers who don't understand you. But do you really care? For the divine feminines who have attained this, okay, that balance within them, it really doesn't matter. Right now, if people talk about your single state, okay, like, why aren't you married yet? Why aren't you dating? Why? You know why, and you don't even bother to explain why, because they won't get it. It's like this foreigner speaking a foreign tongue. But does it really matter in the long run? No, it doesn't. It makes you happy. You know you have love. And that is why these two cards came up for the Divine Feminine this week. Okay? So, and for the Empress card, okay, again, this is the cloister, okay, it's fortification. So, here, she's fortifying her position as the Divine Feminine, again, so, safe, secure, strong, in her, very comfortable in her skin as the Divine Feminine that is embodying the goddess. So, there. And for the Emperor card, okay, this is honors. So, this is honors. And when you get honors, when you have accomplished something. So again, this Emperor card is saying, yes, you know what emperors do? They conquer, what do you call them? Other kingdoms to annex as part of their empire, as part of his empire. They ensure the viability, the fiscal viability of the entire empire by good management. And how do you have to get that accomplished, okay? So, Spirit is telling you to move. Spirit is telling you to be this emperor. Do it. You are the goddess within now. Now, go without, outside, you have to manifest it, you have to do it, and stake your claim. Whether your issue is abundance, go there, get it. If your issue is health, again, go out there, get it. You're being told now to do what you need to do, accomplish it, so that you will be in this place wherein this is honors, being elevated, being recognized for your ability to manage all this, to make it work. Because if you're a goddess and then your external circumstances do not reflect it, then that's why you're being told to work on it. It has to match. Remember, as within, so without. If you've got the as within down pat, then your next step is to go manifest that. Do the actions. Because there's some things, the thing is with manifestation is that Spirit is always there to help. Let's say you want to create something like this, and then, oh, you need something, and then Spirit won't deliver it to you in a silver platter. The universe won't do that, but it will give you opportunities. You have to be able to recognize it. Oh, this is it. That's why it seems so easy to do the things that you are guided to do. because it's there. What you need for you to create, it's there in a snap. Okay. Anyway, let's get to this card. Okay, so the guidance card is here. We have one from Sirius, the past of Sirius, which means saving humanity. And this card refers to the younger years of the Sirius's evolution, wherein they were really, because the yes, the Syrians came to the planet. They incarnated, and they were very invested and motivated to help the evolution of the planet. And they did this because they wanted to save humanity. So they did all these genetic projects, technology transference, and all that. But in the process of wanting to save humanity so much, they incurred their own karma that sometimes it repeats. If you have a Syrian ancestry, then you might be carrying those patterns with you until this incarnation. So, well, actually, that's what when the galactic spread does. It tells you what kind of things that are influential in your life at this given moment. Okay, so anyway, so what this is saying is that because they were too focused on saving someone else, okay, meaning the earth, that they incurred karma, and that they are some of them, if you have a certain ancestry, are still paying for. What this is saying, this is a reminder to the divine feminines, because here now we're getting a message to sort of expand in the sense of go out, influence others, even those who are not twins, because we are working for the ascension of the planet and all its inhabitants, its individuals. But in your desire to save others, you have to go back to yourself, to look at yourself, to work on yourself first, because sometimes you keep on wanting to help others, but that's why they've incurred karma, because they were so focused on other people that they were taking themselves for granted. So again, this is saying that have that balance. Okay? So there's a lesson from Sirius. This consciousness. So it must be a consciousness that is not only outward, but sometimes you have to reflect back. Look back at yourself. You can only give outward what you have. If you keep on giving outward and you're not making sure that the stores, let's say, imagine for a moment that the energetic stores is a finite resource when it is not, okay? But just for the purposes of discussion, if you keep on giving out, trying to save other people, save humanity, whatever, and then you get depleted, even if you have the capacity to replenish, okay? So it's like an iPhone battery. Don't let it get past 10%. Just recharge, okay? Like that. Okay, and let's pick a connecting card for the energies right now. Okay. Okay. Here we have the Seven of Swords. And what this is telling me is that because this is a sword of mastery, we have to master both the divine masculine and the divine feminines. We have to master it. This consciousness, living in this consciousness, living with these new energies that we have. You see here, this is a sword swallower. Some of the swords are safely buried in the ground, at least their pointy ends. But this sword swallower is in the process of swallowing the sword, right? But if they're not skilled enough, they could get hurt by all these swords, by the sharpness of the blade and all that. So what this is saying is that master your craft. That is the craft of this sword swallower, so that you can do it without harm to yourself. You know, learn how to balance all these new ideas that are being introduced to you, and there you need to master it so that it can be fully integrated within you. So that's why here, this is one consciousness. Remember, these are swords, thoughts, consciousness, concepts, and this is the concept of a paradox. Not separate, not either or, but both coexisting at the same time. Same as saving humanity. You have to save them without depleting. Okay? Going outward, but going inward at the same time. This is the divine dichotomy of life. Okay? So anyway, that's what I have for you this week. I hope this helped. And I know it's kind of long because these were new cards and they're very kind of deep concepts. I just really skimmed the surface here. Anyway, if you would like to just check out if you need to stabilize in 5D, then there are tools available for you. And for those, look, it's very important till the belting to really activate your divine light, activate divine union, get yourself balanced, get the energy flowing through all those chakras. Please do check out a RASHEEBA healing session. The basic one is good, but the advanced one, it activates divine union, your divine light. It helps you integrate all these energies that are coming at us. So do check that out. I have a short video at the end, okay? Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.